Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
I got him. Ready?
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Vernon. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a handoff looking right. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Let's go, fellas.
Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20.
And a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on first down. Vernon under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Back to throw. Vernon.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Taking it about the 36. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, it's Pollard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The point after is good. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Vernon.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll pitch this out to Pollard. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. And here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Then he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after up and good. And it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Off play action. Vernon. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Vernon under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me...
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Run for Pollard, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Pollard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 29-yard line.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Going to give this time to the tailback. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing. And the pressure gets to him again. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Vernon. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Looking to throw. Vernon. And he's going to go down again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton